first off, let's jump into this. Injuries. It's been a big topic, obviously, for the past week, because a week ago we found out, and there were some rumors, and to Texas fans, the bad part of this happened is Isaiah Nayer and Junior Angilau are lost for the year. And those are two big losses. I actually think Junior Angilau is a bigger loss for the simple fact is the offensive line, it wasn't great to start out with. And then we're losing our best offensive lineman and our most, I would say, veteran offensive lineman in that group as well, other than Christian Jones, but I believe he's better. Also, Isaiah Nayer is a big loss, but I think we can make up with that with the wide receiver room depth. Now, another issue with that, obviously, Ajay Hall has had some issues. He actually got in trouble and is suspended, I guess, for the. I don't know how long. Stark didn't really touch on that, but basically took off a parking boot when he got probably had a bunch of tickets or didn't park where he was supposed to park. And he tried to take it off. He got in trouble for that. And then it was just a bunch of other things apparently too. So those are not good things, obviously. And D4, what is your opinion overall? Of the injuries and then with the Jai Hall stuff? What do you think the biggest loss is, and how do you think Texas can recover from that?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Junior Angilau definitely is going to impact the most. But you can't ever discount what Isaiah Nayer was going to bring to this team, taking pressure off of Xavier Worthy, not allowing them to double team him because, we got Jay Witt and some guys that can stretch the field in that slot. But, yeah, but what was good to see is during the scrimmage, this past scrimmage, he was out there coaching those young guys up, helping the offensive line coach. And same with Roschon Johnson, who was out with an ankle injury as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. We're very lucky that Roschon isn't going to miss more time than he's probably going to miss. Obviously, with an ankle sprain, that's still not a great injury. I've sustained a grade 2 ankle sprain, and I'm still. I mean, this was 3.5 months ago. I'm still not the same. Obviously, Roschon Johnson, much better athlete than I am, but still, it's just the fact that these things are. You can feel good one day, and then the other day you don't know what you're going to feel like. So that's going to hurt. But that running back room is deep, and Roschon's he can still lead from the sideline. And I think that's his most valuable asset to this team, in my opinion. And another thing, and we lost D4. Hopefully, he'll return. But there's obviously with this running back situation, if Roschon is hurt for a long time, you still have Jonathan Brooks in there, who I'm very high on. You still have obviously the best running back in college football in Bijan Robinson. You have guys that can step up. Obviously, again, with the wide receiver room, you would expect someone like Ajay Hall to step up, but he needs to get his head on his shoulder or his head straight on his shoulders and figure this thing out because he's very talented, one of the best wide receivers in his class. But the issue is he's never been mature enough. That was his issue at Alabama, and Alabama fans preached this for a long period of time. So that's the big issue there. And Troy O'Meara can't really stay healthy. Jordan Whittington can't stay healthy. So Isaiah Nayer definitely was needed, but I still believe Junior Angilau is the biggest injury news that we've had. I'm going to jump into the comments here. Freshman O-line will step up. It's left. I hope the freshman O-line will step up. That's still a big ask. You're asking for, in my opinion, the hardest thing to do in football is transitioning from a high school offensive lineman to an NFL offensive lineman. Most of the time, these 3 through 5 star guys are just bigger than everyone else that they play high school against, and you might run into a matchup or two a year where that guy's even with you, but most of the time, you're bigger and stronger than everyone you match up with. So we'll see. I hope that's the case. We have a very talented freshman O-line group, and I think that's possible they can step up and really help out, but it's going to be a really hard task to do.